This video is brought to you by HIPA Aftermarket Parts. Revive your machine with the all-in-one tune-up kit. Today we have this Earth Quake MC43 front-tine cultivator tiller with a Viper 43cc engine, and these aren't the greatest machines. We've put a new carburetor on this in the past, and then the owners let it sit quite a while too long, and that carburetor got all gummed up again. I'm fixing it for the customer again, and HIPA was kind enough to send us a tune-up kit here. What you get in these HIPA kits is a carburetor, spark plug, fuel lines, fuel grommet, intake gasket, primer bulb, and fuel filter is what we have here. And today I'm going to be showing how to install a new carburetor on an Earth Quake MC43 cultivator. I'll try to get you guys a little better of a view here. There we go. Step one will be to remove this cover, which has the on-off switch in it. You'll want your choke on to make the cover come off easier. The choke lever should be in the on position. And then you just kind of pry the two tabs, one on each side, until it slides off. Not going to hang down there. Looks like we've got two Allen screws holding in the carburetor. I've had good luck with HIPA parts in the past. For the aftermarket parts you have to choose from, they are a very good choice. And just with those two screws loosened, our carburetor is loose from the engine. Now you got two fuel lines. You can remove those. Our gas tank is full, so I got to try to get them above the fuel level positioned so that they're not leaking gas. Okay, this removes now. And now we just have our throttle. Cable set up here, which I believe, if I remember correctly, you just loosen this here tensioning nut set up. We'll try that. We got the throttle cable off. It's just a matter of loosening it and then getting it out of the screw it's in. And here's the old carburetor. Here's the new HIPA carburetor. Super quick, we're gonna swap this metal piece from the old one onto the new one, because the new one isn't designed exactly the same, and it'll be easier to hook up the throttle with the old one. I've had to do this with other carburetors in the past, aftermarket, but it's not like it's very hard by any means, and it's worth it. I mean, these things, 2 screws and they slide out. There we go. Now, this one does thread in. The thing is, with the HIPA one, there was an extra block without threads on it, so the throttle cable wasn't going all the way. Here, there, already hooked up, much better. And then this here screw is your idle screw, idle adjustment. Yep, just get your throttle hooked up and working. You'll have to adjust this here nut. But that's all there is to that, really. And then this really is an easy carburetor to replace. All you do is grab your gasket. Always a good idea to replace these intake gaskets. You can reuse them, but just a good idea to replace them. You can actually put this on the carburetor right away. Make sure it's clean. It's just these two screws that are the bigger ones in here that you have to touch. Don't touch the little Phillips screw off to the side. That's just for your choke, and that can stay on for this process. Fuel lines, they're easy. You just gotta know which one's the return. Right now I have it set up on this tiller, so they're like on the same side. You don't even really have to remember then, because there's two fuel inlets on the carb, and each is on a different side. Same with the fuel grommet. It has two holes, one on each side. I have them lined up. And that is really all there is to this carburetor install. Of course, you need an air filter. I've got that somewhere. And that just goes in here with a little piece of metal. And that just clips back on in a few seconds. So that's the Earth Quake MC43 cultivator carburetor install, brought to you by HIPA Parts. Thank you, HIPA.